Hello again. I will have once confessed that I am anything but impartial where Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London, is concerned. I think he's a dreadful, shifty man, both utterly useless and also untrustworthy and devious. He is also, as can be seen from the interview which he gave today, monumentally stupid. Call me old-fashioned if you will, but I am far from convinced that stupidity, uselessness and deceit are really desirable qualities in an elected politician, at least not altogether in one person. I spoke yesterday of one of the most atrocious crimes ever to be committed in London, the wanton murder of an 87-year-old man on a mobility scooter. Most of us have never heard of anything so wicked and simply cannot grasp what would cause any sane person to commit such a terrible act of violence. Sadiq Khan, though, thinks that he knows what caused both this and the other 5 murders which have taken place in London since Saturday. That is to say, at a rate of more than 1 a day. Speaking to LBC, he said that, and I quote, "I'm afraid this summer we are seeing what we feared, which is an increase in violent crime. There are longer daylight hours, school holidays, a heatwave and so forth." I give a link to this interview in the description to this video. Now, I have not the least idea what Khan means by "and so forth." But let us look at the explanations for the spate of murders, including that of the old man on the mobility scooter, which he does cite. There are 3. It is true that there are more hours of daylight in August than there are in September, or come to that, in May or April or December. But I am not at all sure why this would make anybody hack to death an 87-year-old man on a mobility scooter. Such a thing has not previously been seen at any time of year. Bit of a red herring there, I fancy. There are school holidays in the summer, it is true, as there are Easter and Christmas as well. Is Sadiq Khan suggesting that school children have committed any of the murders since last Saturday? So far, on Monday, 58-year-old Aziza Benis was killed and Hannah Benis, who was 21, was arrested and charged with his murder. Sunny Booty, aged 36, was killed in Lewisham the day before. A 53-year-old man was charged with his murder. A 60-year-old man died in Dagenham on the same day, and a 23-year-old man has been charged with his murder. The man arrested for the murder of the old man on the mobility scooter is 44. I have no idea at all what the school holidays have to do with any of these crimes. Finally, there has indeed been a heatwave which has caused many of us to buy ice creams and go to the seaside. Has it really been responsible for a man taking it into his head to start stabbing to death somebody on a mobility scooter? I would like to see a bit of research on this subject. Perhaps the Mayor of London has had something commissioned and knows more than we do about it. Here is a man ultimately responsible for the policing of a city containing almost 10 million people. And these are the kind of explanations which he comes up with for a spate of dreadful murders. I have an idea that he might have been better advised to talk about policing in the capital and the orders given to discourage stop and search operations for weapons, that kind of thing. I wonder, do any viewers think that longer hours of daylight and school holidays have caused a breakdown in law and order in London and an outbreak of unprecedented savagery?